Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well, first and foremost, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, and then hit that little bell towards your top right for your notifications for my new videos that do come out, and visit the ones I've already put out. So, I know this is completely off topic from my channel normally, but normally, I am a car guy. So, a lot of people do not know it, but yes, I am a car guy at heart, always have been, always will be. Even though if you look at my channel, all the videos I've done, they all are building custom bars, patio kitchens, bar stools, etc. But from what I've been reading so far and seeing on YouTube and in the news, that California has passed an exhaust law. So if you don't have a stock exhaust, you have a modified car, modified exhaust, they're going to hit you with a $1,000 fine. That $1,000 fine isn't like, okay, get it fixed ticket, and then you get it fixed really quick, and then you're off the hook. Oh no, they're playing hardball. So if you have a fart cam muffler on there, or if you got a muscle car with, Flowmaster exhaust, they don't care now. They're just hammering everybody. And in my eyes, I kind of think it's a little unfair that it's targeting, all the car guys, not just the guys with the sport compacts and the imports. It's also including muscle cars, even sport bikes and the Harley Davidsons. It's hitting anything that has an exhaust. So if you alter it in any fashion, they're going to hit you. It's $1,000, and then on top of that, you have to pay that, get your exhaust put back to stock, bring it back, and then they're going to enable you to put it back on the road. I mean, I can kind of see where their heads are at on this, but then again, I don't. I mean, I know in California, you get these guys that take these secluded areas and they close them off, and, they do all their burnouts and their drag racing, things like that. But what I can't understand is, these guys are taking over streets in certain parts of neighborhoods. I don't understand how. I mean, I live in New York, so, the car culture here is completely different. We have summertime, we got cruise nights and all that. And then you get the occasional idiot that wants to do a burnout in the parking lot and just ruin it for everybody because they don't play around here. But in California, they're closing off these roads and they're taking over like a whole street and a whole area. How are they able to do it? That's what I can't understand. Here in New York, if you tried to do that, they would be all over you. I mean, cars would be impounded left and right. People would be going to jail. They wouldn't care. So I can kind of see where their heads are at on that, but it seems like, it's targeting everybody. Anybody, if you put on any kind of muffler or, say if you, you go to a tune shop, you get some work done, your car's modified remotely, they're going to pull you over now. They're just going to target everybody. I wouldn't even put a set of rims on my car if I lived in California now. I mean, no matter what you're driving. Supposedly it is law that if it's under 6,000 pounds, then they can get you. I'm sure they'll find a loophole around that one. What if these guys are driving these big dually trucks and, they put a lot of exhaust on there with these diesels? I'm sure they're going to hit those guys up too. If they can make any kind of money out of this, they will. But, I mean, it's a small handful of people, I guess, that are really ruining it for everybody else. These guys that closed off these areas or street racing, doing donuts and, just doing dumb stuff. So, I get it, but, I guess it'll be a lesson learned. They're just going to make an example out of everybody and anybody. And I think it's unfair. It is. People that live in neighboring states, like, Arizona, stuff like that. What if you live up in, Nevada? And you want to come in, you want to visit relatives, and you have, a Mustang, and you have a little bit of an exhaust on it. Now you have to worry about coming into California and them hitting you any way you can. And I'm sure these cars that are coming out of the factory that do have, a lot of exhaust, like the Mustangs and the Challengers, like the Hellcats and things like that, I'm sure they're going to try and nail you guys too. And they won't care. If it's, so many decibels, I don't know what it is there. But, if your car's remotely loud, I'm sure they're going to try and nail you. You can tell them till you're blue in the face that, no, this is the stock exhaust. It's from the factory. You can look underneath it. I don't think they're going to care. For them getting $1,000 a crack out of every single ticket, California's going to make an awful lot of money. The car culture there is huge. It always has been. It always will be. Eventually, people are just going to get to the point, they're just not going to care. I mean, you can't stop everybody from having something of a modded car. I just think it's a little ridiculous. But, there's a video on there now. My channel isn't that big right now, so I'm not able to post it. Of two young girls being pulled over, and this officer basically saying, but not saying so much that, okay, I've targeted you, but, here's the ticket for $1,000, get it taken care of, and you're still going to pay $1,000, and you got to be put back to stock exhaust. No one's going to want to drive their cars. What about these guys, who, do that to their cars? That's what they like to do. You're going to take away all these guys' passions and all their hobbies of building cars. And, the guys that stay out of trouble, they take their cars to the track, and then they do it there. Racetracks and drag strips, they're loud. What are they going to do? Sit there and wait outside of the drag strip for guys to come out next? I'm sure that they're going to do that too. They're going to sit anywhere they can to try and hit you for a $1,000 ticket. And it sucks it's not a get it fixed ticket either. You're paying $1,000. You got to get it back to stock exhaust or factory, bring it back. Then they're going to enable you to put it. You can drive it on the road again. So all these shops that make all their livelihood off of exhaust for like these factory cars, these Mustangs, and everybody else, these Hondas and things like that. I mean, I can see being too loud. Yeah, that's understandable. But these guys who have nice cars like these Mustangs and the Challengers and stuff like that and the Camaros, and they want to, beef their car up a little bit. You should have that legal right to do it. But in California, they don't seem to care, and that sucks. And, I've always had it in my head that, yeah, maybe someday I'll move there. The weather is always nice. Here we get tons of snow. You get sick of it after a while. You start getting older, you're like, I don't want to deal with the snow anymore. I want to go somewhere where there's palm trees and warm weather all year round. Sounds nice, and I'm a car guy. Even if I bought a car that was, like an older hot rod or something like that, and it was mildly modded with a little bit of an exhaust, now I would have to have that fear of driving it down the road or the highway of them pulling me over and hitting me with a $1,000 ticket. Makes me not want to move there. Like I said, all these shops that are, doing all these cars, you're pretty much going to put them out of business. All these guys that do tuning and everything else, they're not going to make money anymore. People will be scared to leave the driveway with their cars now. So I guess they want everybody in California to drive commuter cars and nice, quiet little SUVs and quiet cars and electric cars and hybrids. And how that's going to work out, I don't know. If a lot of people wind up leaving California, I don't say I blame them. But that's my view on this. Hopefully things will change with it. These car guys, I think they should all get together and say, look, this is what we love to do. It keeps us out of trouble. We take our cars to the track. I understand there's a handful of guys that want to close off these roads and make a whole bunch of noise. And I understand people are, getting hit with these cars. They're doing donuts, things like that. That's understandable. Maybe, they should just try and crack down on that more. I don't know. I don't live in California. I've never visited there. So I just don't know how they go about anything. But my eyes, I think it's going to get a little out of control. Eventually, these guys are going to get mad and they're going to stand up and be like, look, we don't care. You can only write so many tickets, But hopefully, it'll get resolved. And, these guys can go back to doing what they love. What's next? Basket weaving? Oh, you're making too much noise with your origami. Here's the $1,000 fine. It seems like they just want to take away anything they can. I can understand if it gets dangerous. That's completely understandable. What's next? They're going to go out on the water and these guys with these boats and start chasing them down and saying, well, your boat's too loud. Anything that makes any kind of noise, they're going to start hitting everybody up. It seems like, California makes enough money. California is one of the highest states, I think the highest, to live in. Taxes, are through the roof. I mean, the price of gasoline there is second highest to New York. New York, our gas prices are high. Does it suck? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, it has gone down, but, you know, I'm sure it'll shoot right back up. But, I mean, the way the taxes roll in California, I just don't understand how a lot of people can even live there. But apparently they're doing it somehow. But, you know, that's my thoughts on all this. I'm going to cut this video now, so give me some feedback, put your comments in there. But like I asked before, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button, the like button, hit that bell reminder for my newer videos that come out. I will be doing other subjects, not just building everything out of wood and all that. You know, I'm going to venture out and do other things, because I know if I stay with one subject, it'll get boring. So yeah, I will do other things. I already have one on there right now called I Got the Munchies, for a buddy of mine, you know, that owned, you know, a hamburger place inside of a mall and had excellent food. You know, I'm sure he'll outgrow that place very quickly. You know, but I'm going to do other things as well. So, like I've asked, you know, please hit that subscribe button. Stay safe. Stand up for yourself. And I'll see you guys soon.